If you're wondering how a man ends up in a pit of lions and walks out untouched, then listen closely. This is how I survived.
Long ago, in the heart of the mighty Persian Empire, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel wasn't a warrior or a king. He was a man of wisdom and, more importantly, a man of faith. He had been taken from his homeland as a young man, but he never let go of what mattered most, his trust in God. Now, Daniel lived in Babylon, and he was no ordinary citizen. He had risen to a high position in the kingdom, one of the top leaders under King Darius himself. Why? Because Daniel was smart, honest, loyal, and everything he did well. King Darius saw this and planned to promote Daniel to be in charge of the whole empire. He trusted Daniel completely, but not everyone was happy about this. Some of the other officials, jealous and full of pride, started to plot. "We've got to find something against this Daniel," they whispered. "But he's never done anything wrong," another said. "No cheating, no lies, nothing." And then it hit them. The only way we'll trap him is with his faith. So they went to the king with a clever plan. "Your Majesty, we've had an idea. For the next 30 days, no one should pray to any god or man except you, O king. If they do, they should be thrown into the lion's den." King Darius, flattered and unaware of the trap, agreed. A royal law was written, and in Persian law, once a decree was signed, it couldn't be undone. Daniel heard the news. He knew the risk, but he also knew his God. So, just like always, he went to his window, the one that faced Jerusalem, knelt down and prayed 3 times a day, every day, just like he had always done. He didn't pray to make a scene. He prayed because that's who he was, a man who trusted God above all else. But the spies were watching. "Your Majesty, we found someone who broke your law. Daniel, that Hebrew man, is still praying to his God." Suddenly, Darius realized the trap. He liked Daniel. He respected him. All day the king tried to find a way out, but the law was the law. His own decree had trapped him too. That evening, with a heavy heart, King Darius gave the order. Daniel was taken and lowered into the lion's den. "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rescue you." A stone was placed over the mouth of the den. The king sealed it with his own ring so no one could interfere. That night, Darius couldn't sleep. He didn't eat. He didn't want music. He just waited and prayed. At the first light of dawn, the king rushed to the lion's den. "Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God able to rescue you from the lions?" "Yes, your Majesty. God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths. They didn't hurt me because I was found innocent in his sight, and I have done no wrong against you, O king." The king was overjoyed. He gave the order, and Daniel was lifted from the den. Not a scratch on him, not even a bite. Why? Because he had trusted in God. The king then gave orders for the very men who had plotted against Daniel to be punished instead. Justice was served. And then King Darius made a new decree. "I decree that in every part of my kingdom people must respect the God of Daniel, for he is the living God and he endures forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed. He rescues and saves. He performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on the earth. He rescued Daniel from the power of the lions, and Daniel, he continued to prosper, not because he was powerful, but because he walked closely with the one who is. Daniel's story isn't just about lions and miracles. It's about trust, even when the world seems dangerous, even when it costs us everything. Daniel stayed faithful, and God was faithful in return. We all face lions in our lives, fears, challenges, unfair situations. But the lesson is clear. When we put our trust in God, we're never alone. No den is too dark, no fear too strong, and no enemy too powerful. Because the same God who shut the lions' mouths still walks with us today. So, the next time you're afraid or feel like you're standing alone, remember Daniel. Stand strong, pray boldly, and trust that God is with you no matter what. Thanks for watching, and if you like this story, don't forget to subscribe for more amazing Bible stories.